Today's episode finds us in the heart of the Driftless area at the Pecatonica River Trails Park here in Lafayette County in beautiful Darlington, Wisconsin. As you see, it's a beautiful sunny day. The weather couldn't be better. Low 70s, low 60s, high 50s. Tonight, we're a low. So for my first time back, recovering from throat cancer, come on along, follow me, and let's do this one more time.
Oh yeah, that pumped up nice. Welcome to Driftless Area Outdoors. I'm Jim, and I'm glad you made it for another episode. Currently, I am definitely in the middle of the Driftless area. I'm at the Pecatonica River Trails Park. We've been here before. I haven't been here for about a year and a half, but we've got a decent meal. I've got the truck set up. You've seen it before. My cooler, refrigerator, buggy, lots of bugs, mosquitoes everywhere. We've gotten a lot of rain here in southern Wisconsin, and with that comes puddles, and with the puddles come the mosquitoes. So starting this video out a little different than others, and I need to explain my absence. Apologize for my voice. I am recovering from P16. I knew I would forget the legal name of it. Squamous cell carcinoma of the orphanix. Stage 4 throat cancer. I went through 7 weeks of radiation, 6 weeks of chemotherapy. Currently, I have a pile of blood clots in my right leg. And my leg is all swelled up, and I need to elevate it, and I need to try to stay off it. So you're going to see a lot of sitting down in this video, and I apologize up front. Not a lot I can do about that. I'm still recovering. I got a decent meal. Hopefully I can eat. My larynx still does not function properly like yours. My tongue does not either. I came down with what would be considered a pretty bad case of thrush when I was trying to get rid of mouth sores, and I still have some. The side of my tongue is by far the worst. And but we're going to get through that. We got a decent meal. We're going to cook that up. Because I've lost so much weight, I'm going to forego the keto part of it and pretty much eat what I want. I do have a fire pit. Pretty happy about that. Got to be careful with the drone, really close to the jail and hospital, which are both restricted zones here in Lafayette County. Laugh a lot. So the park, maybe I can get you a glimpse of that on the drone footage. Hopefully I can, but I appreciate y'all coming along. I've got things pretty much set up inside my tent camper. Things thrown in there anyway. And you've seen that. You've seen it a million times. I'll be in there early enough tonight. So I can give you a time and temp. It's 4:20, 74 degrees out. and it's supposed to get down pretty chilly tonight. Going by the hourly, I'm going to go here in Darlington because we're going to be next to the Pecatonica River. 11 o'clock, it's still 64 degrees. In the 50s, 3 a.m., 59. It's going to be good sleeping weather. So, should be a good night. Should be a decent meal. I'm going to bring you in when I get ready to cook. But once again, I apologize for not filming. I wanted to film with this time off from work. I thought maybe I could get out and film more. Just absolutely was not in the cards. So I think I'm gonna go over here and make a fire. Once I get a fire going, I'll bring you in. All right, guys. Well, got a little fire going, and I've got a stretcher made right here in Wisconsin. Fire brewed craft soda. This is a maple root beer. We're gonna give her a go. Never had it before. Caffeine free, handcrafted, made right in Glendale. Open her up, give her a go. Again, this is maple root beer. It's pretty tasty. That's real tasty. Getting that stretcher maple root beer. Sorry for the UTV guys, they've been just driving around constantly. If it isn't them, it's the park people mowing. Like, we didn't spend a shit ton of money on this campsite so they can mow. They want it done by the weekend. Well, prices are the same. I gotta pay the inflated prices just to watch him mow. Can't hear nothing. Well, anyway, rant over. Maple root beer, not bad. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's pretty good stuff. I've got some more of this regular root beer. That's what I'll be sipping on tonight. So I'm just gonna watch this here fire for a little bit, and then I'll get after cooking supper. All right, everyone. I'm getting ready to make supper, and supper is going to be pretty easy. Shouldn't be too difficult, and not a whole lot of things I can eat yet, so have issues opening my mouth real far, and that's, if you know me, that's never been an issue before. So chewing, swallowing, I got something to make tonight I think I can get by with. I'll show you what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna boil up some spaghetti. We're gonna heat up some chili. And if you've never seen this on the channel, this is the plug-in pot, self-contained, so we'll be using that. We're going to use the this to boil water, and next we've got some chopped onion. Thanks to my girlfriend Jerry for chopping onions at probably about 3:30 this morning. Parmesan cheese to put on top, some cheddar cheese, put on. I bought some crispy jalapenos to throw on there. So everybody knows Cincinnati chili. There's really 4 ways of doing it. The first one is just spaghetti and sauce. Second, you add cheese. Now becomes a 3-way. 4-way, you add red beans. We're gonna forgo the red beans. 5-way, you add onion. So we're gonna have onion, cheese, the sauce, and the noodles to go with a 4-way. So that's what we're gonna do. But I guess first and foremost, I'm gonna get this water going. Alright, we got her locked in. There's fire there, so there's a fire starter. Well, we'll start it this way. Got her started. That heating up. Joe Farmwall driving this. Well, that's a John Deere, so we got Mr. John Deere driving this 4440 down the road. That's what you're hearing. Nothing better living in the Driftless area. That's what you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear farmers farming. Alright, so we're going to turn that on. I got it on high, but we can always turn it down. We got the water on. I'll bring you in when I get stuff boiling. Alright, well, our water's boiling. We got a pretty good boil. But this don't go all the way down. So we're going to have to use that as a strainer. How much spaghetti you think I should boil up to this thing? I don't even know. Big handful. Think that'd be enough? Maybe a spritz more. We did about that much. Is that half? I don't know. We found out one lesson. Don't turn this on unless you're ready, because it come to a boil within a minute. We're bubbling. So I've got some time. But alright. Our noodles are in. Now I gotta figure out how I can pour the water into this. Drain the noodles, keep the noodles in here without probably gonna burn my leg. May as well just dial 9-1 now, so when it burns my leg, I can just hit 1. Seems legit. Well, you better stick around, see how this comes out. Alright guys, let's plate this up. Our noodles are at least al dente. I think I've got a way of figuring this out where I can do it without getting killed. This is hot. I've added some green Danos. I think I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning, because why not? It's going over spaghetti noodles. It's kind of Italian. I think I'm gonna take this onion and add it right into the pool. Church bells are going off. 6 o'clock. Still 74 degrees. Give this a stir. Like I said, we're here in Darlington, Wisconsin. I don't think anybody fucking speaks English. It's pretty hard. All right, let's shut this down. Then onto the plate. Shake the water off. Onto the plate. This ain't a huge plate, but it's enough. There's some left over. That'll be fine. All right. Spaghetti, no problem. All right, that is definitely hot. Let's throw some Parmesan on this right away. Unplug this. This is pretty runny chili. I don't know if you can see that. Everybody that I know that's made this has kind of said the same thing. You know, here it is with that. Next we'll top it with some jalapenos. And some cheddar cheese. Well, I just bought this cheddar cheese today. No, excuse me, I bought it yesterday. It don't look the best. So what do? Put more on. All right. And I got one of these. These are the regular root beers. Sprecher root beer. Good stuff. All right, that's what we got. I'm gonna get sitting down, see what we got. Stop it. All right, we'll see what we got. I got some Parmesan cheese and I got some of the sauce or the chili. It's really good. I'm actually able to eat the pasta pretty good, but it's not real pleasant to watch me eat. It hurts some. Sometimes I winch in pain. So I'm gonna forego having you watch me do this, and I will catch up with you when I get that mess. Look at that mess. Do I know how to make a mess or what? And get this in my belly. Stay tuned. All right, guys, well, I'm walking over to the river. Kind of want to show you something. We had some pretty heavy flooding southwest Wisconsin. Well, you've heard southeast Milwaukee made the news. The Pecatonica usually, when it floods, this is definitely a spot that I wouldn't doubt if this whole part, and you can see my rig there, of the campground was totally underwater. Here's some evidence right here of just how high the water was. And you can see everything is kind of wiped down. And you can see a lot of this, the nettles and stuff have come back up. You can't really tell on that brush what came up. Well, I can tell you I'm away from my thermocells. The bugs are something. I mean, look at that. She's got sunflowers out there. It's kind of neat, isn't it? Well, look at that. Anyway, I wanted to show you. Let's go down and look at this one. They might have scraped some mud that high. This is a walking trail, but you can tell this was all underwater. It's all dirt now. Let's see what these poles say. They should have some sort of evidence on them. You can see where the grass stuck to it from mowing, but not really how high the water was. You know? Maybe she didn't quite come out of the banks. I can't hardly believe that. It's an old millstone. And the mill used to be down here. Right on the railroad here. You can tell this was all underwater. But that's the Pecatonica. Goes into the rock. And then from there, it travels on eventually all the way to the Mississippi. But I'm gonna see if I can't take in a little bit of this evening at the sun going down, and I'll get back with you. Thanks for coming along. I don't know if you can hear that rattling or not, but my girlfriend Jerry, she has my pills all organized for morning and night so I wouldn't miss any, because otherwise I would have missed them. I actually had to go back and get these. But yeah, pretty calm, pretty nice night. Be a nice night to sit around the fire. have a couple of root beers. Let's see what we got going. Well, yeah. We're getting there. All right. I'll bring you in a few. All right, well, just sitting here by the fire, resting my leg. Give you a time and temp, 68 degrees, 8:06. Won't be long. I'm gonna be climbing in the truck. We're right there. It's a lot darker than it looks. We got a nice fire going though, so we're gonna kick back here by the fire for a little bit longer. But when I get in the truck, I'll give you a holler. And there's no sense trying to lay down or nothing. There's playground equipment right next door, and there's a dozen little kids that have no business being unsupervised at this time of night around town. No parents anywhere in sight. Not one of them speak English. So till they decide to go home, I guess I'm going to be sitting by the fire just listening to music, which is fine. It's a beautiful night. Alright guys, hopefully you got enough light to see me. I am in the tent. I have screen open for the door. I may open up another one of these windows. I still got screaming kids outside. None of them speaking English, but they're screaming. They're 5, 6, 7 years old. Getting my Wi-Fi hotspot set up. But right now it's 67 outside, 73 in here. I got this little fan that's a fan and a heater, and I was just experimenting with it, and I set it way too hot, so I got it turned way down now, and maybe it'll do a good enough job. I mean, it's gonna heat this up, way too hot. So I'm not worried about that, but you can see, I don't know if you get it, 67 outside, 73 in here, and as always I put the thermometer on the post, so when I unplug I grab it in the morning. I usually don't forget it, but otherwise I'm pretty self-contained. I'm going to sit on the stool, put my leg up here on the cot, and try to watch a movie. So I'm going to get relaxed, get into my night clothes, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. I may make coffee, or I may just go buy some. It's hard to say. We'll see what goes on. But at this point, we've had a good night so far. I'm just going to shut her down here, and I'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, morning everyone. It is 5:35, 59 outside, 65 in here. Slept pretty warm. Quite a bit of dew on the tent. Stayed pretty decent in here. Had this heater set for 65, and I noticed it was getting damp in here, so I turned it to 70, and it seemed to take the dampness out of the air, the night air. And that helped me sleep a lot better. This air mattress I wasn't overly impressed with it till I was an hour or two into sleeping. It worked out pretty decent. But I'm gonna get up, get this tore down, and I'm gonna have to put this up at home and air it out, as it is wet. So I'm not gonna put it all the way away, but I got all this crap to put away, so I'll bring you in then.
All right, well, we are all packed up and ready to go. Got the garbage in the back. Leaving her in better shape than we found it. The way you keep your campground. Sun's starting to come up here in Darlington. We got some morning fog. Everybody's still napping. But it's that time where, just like you make aware that 22 veterans a day on average commit suicide, until Valhalla Project is doing everything they can to try to end veteran suicide. If you'll go to tillvalhallaproject.org or .com, try to find yourself a t-shirt or a hat. That's how they fund plaques that they give out to fallen heroes' families, and they really try to make a difference, and to get the awareness out there to end veteran suicide. So if we can help them, that'd be a great thing. But for Jim, Driftless Area Outdoors, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you next time.